Hey, hey, good morning. Praise God, praise God. Good morning, saints. Good morning, good people. Chicago, Chicago. I'd like to say, hey, man, I'd like to say thank you, man. Thank you very much to Kim Foxx, Cook County State's attorney here. She's resigning. She's not going to run for office anymore. And I'd like to say thank you personally, from me to you. I'd like to say thank you, for those who don't know how to say thank you. You did a great job, man. You did your part. You made many sacrifices in such a way. And you faced with many, many challenges ahead. So I'm just saying now, man, you did your part, man. You went through the trenches. I mean, you stood up and you stood on stage. I'm pretty sure you didn't ran into many things that you didn't know you was gonna run into. I'm sure you didn't know that you was gonna have to do the work that you was gonna have to do. But because of who you are and because of how you was born and raised, understanding the hardships and the hard knocks of life, man, to be educated in such a way, to go out, and do your due diligence. Because like I said, if you didn't see it, you wouldn't have had to respond. And that's the unfortunate and the sad thing. I just hope that our people stand behind you as you stood behind us, as you stood behind all minorities, because now like I know, you're going to be scrutinized for the rest of your life. You become a legend in such a way. We can't compare you to a Dr. Martin Luther King or, a Malcolm X, but you did your thing too. And so you'll be subject just like anybody else. There's always the righteous against the wicked. That don't mean you perfect. None of us is perfect. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that I hope the NAACP stands behind you. I hope the Operation Push stands behind you. I hope all these other organizations stand behind you. Because just like we know, just like these police officers that framed a lot of these guys, and on the last note, 40 or 50, 100 different cases of guys in jail for 20 or 30 years. And there's so many more that's still there. No one person do that, man. See, we got to understand that. Did no one person do that? We say that because of this detective. No. That's why they never did no time. That's why they never did anything harsh. That's a committee, man. How could you be part of a ranking file and frame 50 people on severe cases like that without this going across the table of superiors? Oh, man. It's corruption, man. It's the system. It's the way it is, man. That's why they took you through a lot of changes while you was in office and trying to unfold. The people behind the scenes was trying to take her through different changes, man. Scrutinizing her life, her personal life, things like that. It affects anybody, man. How could you subject yourself to be standing in front of somebody and they talking about you every time you're on the news and everything that goes wrong is your fault and all you trying to do is what's right? See? Everybody be so caught up into their own personal lives. We don't focus on the very person who's trying to protect us. And that's the sad part, man. There's no unity, man. You're trying to help people who is not trying to help themselves or trying to help you. A lot of people that you done helped, a lot of things that you done did. People walk past you in the street 5 years from now, 5 years after you leave office, and they won't even remember who you are. They won't even greet you, won't even say anything else because they be so caught up into their own madness. But that's not what it's about. You did your part because that's what God chose you to do. I don't know if you're a Christian or religious person, but that's what you was chosen to do. That's why you did it. See, you don't have no control over that. Just like when you move your mouth and you say the things about where you came from and the hardship, it's for somebody, but I hear you because I experienced some of the same challenges too. So I understand you wholeheartedly. See, but it's not for everybody. See, but now you're subject to other things and there's no fear, right? And there's no fear for you. But you already know. If you smart enough to know to do the work, you smart enough to know what's coming through those doors, man, and through those crowds and behind the scenes that you don't understand by the powers of the world. See, the technology of the world. When everything them forgot about, it's when they bring you out on something, when everybody been forgot everything else, and only a few small minute of people will be able to connect the dots. Once again, I say to you, Kim Foxx, I pray for you. I pray for your family. And I'd like to say thank you personally from me, to you for everything you have done. You have a blessed day. You be good, saints.